there, North. It's me, Mr. Tofts, your school librarian. I want to talk to you today about something that we have here at North that's really awesome, that is specifically for reading and for the library. But before we get into that, I kind of want to talk about something that I hear a lot of you say pretty much every time you walk into the library. You'll come in, you'll look at all the new books I have, or even scan a bunch of them, and you'll say, man, I really wish I was a reader. And this is something I'm very sympathetic to because I grew up not exactly the world's greatest reader. I know that's very hard to believe right now. But I have news for you. Being a reader does not mean that you could just come in and read a book a night and you eat them. Not literally, more metaphorically. It really just means being a reader is really just someone who takes the time each day to read. My goal every day is 20 minutes, and I think it's a fantastic goal to build up to. But that's not something that everyone can do. But being able to read every single day consistently, or really kind of daily-ish, if you skip a day every now and then, that's totally fine. But being able to build a consistent habit will make you a better reader over time, and it's really all it takes to be a reader. So if you decide to read for 10 minutes one day, and then 10 minutes another day, and then 10 minutes another day, you are a reader, and that's really all it takes to be, is just someone who devotes the time to do it. Now, we have invested something here at North and in the Valley Stream Central High School District that really is going to go to make this idea of tracking your reading habits really visible to you. Because reading is something we do personally in isolation and sometimes a little bit difficult to see. So I want to show you something that we have here called Beanstack. That is a really awesome platform that is specifically for tracking your own reading habits. So I'm going to make myself smaller here and we're going to jump into it. All right, so here we go. Let's navigate over to ClassLink. Beanstack is something that you can easily access through ClassLink. It'll automatically log you in using your school account. I have it already open up here, so I'm just going to click on it right here. Now, this is what Beanstack is. Beanstack is really a platform where you'll be able to do exactly what I just mentioned, track your reading habits over time. And anything that is visible when you're tracking it makes it really easy to see and makes you see when you're doing it and when you're not doing it to help kind of meet your reading goals. So really, there's a lot of things to do in here, but what I really want to show you right now is how to log your reading, because that's really the most important thing here. Right up here at the top, there's log reading. And when I do that, I'm presented with two choices here. I can start a timer right now. So let's say I was sitting down to read, I could start a timer, or if I had read already and I wanted to log those minutes, I could do this down here. But let's click start a reading timer. Here's my reading timer, and I'm going to start. So this is going to go on in the background, and I could walk away now and just kind of read my book, whether I'm doing that on a physical book, or it might be an audiobook, or an ebook, and this is just going and going and going in the background. 15 seconds is not something I would sit down and read for. I'd try to shoot for a little bit longer. So I'm going to stop this right now and say I'm done. So let's say that I'm done reading right now, and now I'm going to log it. So I'm going to select today's date, which is today. And as I go down here, I can type in the book that I read. So let's say I'm reading The Great Gatsby. It's even showing up here. There we go. I can pick this one. Now down here, I would put in it would default usually for the time that I had the timer for, but something that I just did 20 seconds is too short. It's not even going to want to log that as a session. There is a cap on it. I believe it's like 2 to 3 minutes right now. But generally you'd be reading for longer, and whatever you stop the timer at would appear here. I didn't finish the book, and I don't want to do a review. So let's just say I read here for 20 minutes. Oh, there we go. And there we go. I'm going to log it. So there we go. I have my reading log there. Look, I can even see it in the reading log section. If I go over, I can see my streaks. I can see, these were things I had done the other day, but I could see where I had read. I'd read right here for 20 minutes, The Great Gatsby. And really, let's say I had read something. Maybe I was in class doing independent reading and I didn't have my computer on me. And I wanted to log that. I could always do this after the fact by doing the exact same thing. I just have to fill out the same things again, and it would log that right there. Just kind of the same way. It's just I'm doing it after the fact. Let me get out of here. So There's a lot of things that you can do in Beanstack. There's places where you can have friends. You can friend each other on here and see each other's reading selections. We have leaderboards. No one really is on there right now because we're brand new. You can leave reviews on books. There's badges to hit. There's even school-wide challenges. And right now, let me just move myself over here. Right now, you could see that we have a summer reading 2025 challenge that I will announce on Teams. Really, by the time you're watching this, you'll be able to see that. We'll have prizes if you hit certain badges and things like that. But this is really it. This is what Beanstack is. This is how you log stuff on Beanstack. And this is how you would use Beanstack to kind of keep track of this habit that you're building of reading. Because like I said, if you read something one day, for 10 minutes even, if 10 minutes is too high, read for 5 minutes, and then you do it the next day, and you do it the next day, and you do it the next day, you are going to start building a habit of reading, whether how long or short it is, and you can always increase that number as you go through. I love to do 20 minutes a day. I do it before I go to sleep every single night. But like I said, that could be a high number for some of you. So starting at 8 is no shame there. So if you have any questions, please reach out. Beanstack is an awesome platform. I'm here to support you with any questions you have, and have a great day.